Sam Hart. Number 21, Daniel Mark Jones. Number 22, Thomas Creamer. And number 24, Udi Akpan. And the subs for Colwyn Bay, number 13, Joe Smith. Number 4, Kai Owens. Number 10, Matthew Hill. Number 11, Dylan Olshaw. Number 20, Sam Turner. Number 23, Danny Jones. And number 25, Joel Giblin. And the team for Aberystwyth, number 41 and in goal, Sam Green. Number 2, Liam Walsh. Number 3, Ben Woolen. Number 4, Lewis Bradford. Number 5, Harry Owens. Number 6, Jack Ford. Number 8, Ewan Lewis. Number 9, Mark Cadwallader. Number 17, Luca Hogan. Number 28, Alex Darlington. Number 34, Billy Curtis. Substitutions for Aberystwyth.
Good evening and welcome to Scorio's live Friday evening Cymru Premier match between Colwyn Bay and Aberystwyth. Steve Evans and his team would have had a spring in their step this week after a superb 1-0 win at Pen-y-bont, whilst Aberystwyth are still searching for their first 3-point haul of the season, which makes this massive game for the Seasiders. Alongside me this evening, Mark Williams, ex-under-21 and the top assist maker in the league this season. I thought I'd get that off on the kick-off, Mark.
Yes. Good evening, Jonah. Thanks for the introduction. I'll take that. Hopefully we can continue that tomorrow. Tough away fixture, but great to be here. Obviously, looking forward to this one.
It was Colwyn Bay. Alfie Brooks in goals, Dan Jones, Keita Williams, Downs, Sam Hart at the back. Danny Holmes may be playing in midfield, Mark.
Yeah, last week I think he played in that sitting role, so after winning their first 3 points, I think he could continue in that role with just Creamer playing next to him.
Yeah, there is the lineup there. We've got the 5-3-2 almost. They'll be Rushton is also a key man in that 10 role.
He is. I mean, I don't think he's off the mark yet in terms of goals, but over the years he's been a goal scorer, certainly at Newtown, and he'll be looking to get off the mark this evening.
The Seasiders are without a win this season. Can this 11 turn it around tonight? I mean, the goalkeeping situation is a strange one at the moment. I think his line is up there as Green. I don't know whether it's Green or Dave Jones, to be honest. Sam Green is in goal this evening. Kirkman, Woolen, Bradford, Owen and Walsh at the back. Mark, any interesting players there for you?
Cadwallader and Darlington have come in. Didn't start last week against ourselves at Aberystwyth, so I think Anthony Williams gone for a little bit of firepower. They'll be looking to get off to a good start, and as you said, they'll be looking for their first 3 points of the season.
There are the two managers, Anthony Taff-Williams and Stephen Evans. Both, Mark, in their minds here, is this almost a must-win?
You can never say that, I think, so early in the season. There's plenty of games, plenty of points to play for, but Aberystwyth needs to get off the mark, and they'll be hoping they can get their first 3 points tonight. As for Steve Evans, a great win last week, a very tough place to go. They'll be looking to go one better this evening, add more points and get up the table.
You've been to Lanley Road this season with Carnarvon. It was a magnificent game, a 4-0 victory for you. It's a great atmosphere there, Mark.
It really is, to be honest. It was playing there the last game of the season for Llandudno last year. I left the football club thinking maybe it was a place I wanted to return to. Wasn't to be, and I find myself at another great atmosphere, which is with the Kofi Army at Carnarvon, and enjoying my football, I must say.
Great header away there from Keita Williams, who settled in at the back. Thorpe goes long with the ball. It's interesting to see whether Aber go back to front quickly this evening. I think Aber will try and settle into this, Mac. They don't want to go off, they don't want to go off bull at the gate. They'll just settle in. They've been given a few goals away of late.
And that's it. I mean, you just talked about going back to front. Last week, they were very back to front, and to be honest, in the first half, that was difficult to deal with. But, like you said, they need to play themselves into the game. It's not a case of winning it in the first 10 minutes, and they are away from home as well.
Yeah, it's too easy. Like you said, I ask you, could this be a 6-pointer? But it's too early, like you said, this time in the season. But I think Aber need to get something from the game this evening. They finished the season so well last year, man. You know, the final game of the season when Niall Flynn got the winner. It was a wonderful occasion. You just hope they can get their form a little bit early again now, and not leave it too late. You'd almost
think that would have given them something starting this season, that they'd want to start on the right foot, but unfortunately, and it's difficult. It's a difficult place in terms of recruitment to get players over to Aber. Geographically, the place it's in, it's hard to get the right players in, so it's difficult. Anthony Williams has got a job on his hands, but one I'm sure he'll relish.
First corner of the evening, headed away there by Louis Bradford. Danny Holmes and the likes will go up. Peter Williams liable to go up there. Rushton always dangerous. Corner to be whipped in. First 2 minutes of the Cymru Premier League Friday night game. Flick back, straight out of play. Or is he going to point for another corner? Second corner quickly on the way. Referee John Andrew Jones points for the corner. It's Jamie coming, running across again to take the second corner. Stephen Evans, Mac, I think he scored a few goals in his time in the Cymru Premier from set plays. What a player he was, Mac.
Yeah, obviously I played with him at Wrexham as well, so I seen, you know, his qualities then, and from that he broke into the Wales first team.
Chance, over it goes. Downs was waiting for the delivery. Downs got the winner last week against Pen-y-bont.
He's someone that pops up with goals, 10 goals last year in the Cymru North, so he's a threat.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're watching the first game of the season, Mac, he covered some ground against you, them wide runs, but since then he's been slotted in as a back and as a centre-back instead of a right-back, and he's done well.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. Just a little bit of security, conceding a few goals early on, and Steve Evans has just wanted that little bit of pace at the back. Walsh
goes back to Green, he was closed down very well quickly. Did he leave anything in? Referee just might have a word. Any contact? We'll see in the replay, obviously. John Andrew Jones goes over. Green goes down. It's Akpan who chases him in and tries to win the ball. He slips. I think he slips and we can hear it.
They always make a meal of it, goalkeepers, in that one, Jonah.
Yeah, definitely. Tell you what, I've managed and played with some goalkeepers in this league. Kendall would have been down there for half an hour. I hope he's not watching.
Obviously Anthony Williams as well, Aberystwyth, a goalkeeper of mine at Wrexham as well, so I think he would have been down for a fair
I think
bit.
he might have a word with young Sam Green later on and tell him, get it while you can. Sam Hart, I remember Sam, great start to his career, played in a good Bangor side, Sam Hart.
Extremely good, and I remember at Llandudno when we used to play them, it was don't give away any set pieces, whether that was free kick outside the box. He was extremely talented from the penalty spot as well.
Billy Kirkman, I'm known from TNS, gets back to Green. Green again, I thought they would go long. It's interesting. Up top for Aber, you've got Luca Hogan and Mark Cadwallader. Mark, when you're on a bad run, there's no doubt at present Aber are with only 1 point. Confidence. How important is that first goal, Mark?
Really important, because naturally you're coming onto the pitch, you're a bit tentative because results haven't gone your way. You just play different. As soon as you get that goal or get that win, you just see the confidence come in. And you know, I've seen it this year with Carnarvon. We had a bad pre-season, but coming here and getting the result we got almost gave us all that lift that we needed. Yep. So that first goal is huge, Jonah.
Cumming again on the ball, gets the shot off. Not the greatest of shots, but Cumming has been on the ball quite a lot in this early first 5 minutes of this encounter. They're 10th at present, Colwyn Bay. Played 6, won 1, drawn 1. Lost 4 points for 6 goals. Aber, the rock bottom, played 6, won none, drawn 1, lost 5. 14 goals against. So it's a big job for Taff, but Aber have don't forget, Mark, they're still one of the only 2 teams ever present in this league since it started in 1992, and that is a tremendous record.
It's a great achievement, and obviously being at Aber for 2.5 years, the people around the club are amazing. It really is one of them places where you feel at home, even though I was travelling 2.5 hours.
Worth it.
I loved being there, great people, and obviously when they stayed up last year, I was made up for them. So, like I say, it's a tough job, but it's one that Anthony Williams will relish, and you know, like you say, if he can get that first win, they'll build confidence, and I'm sure they can get themselves into the season.
Alfie Brooks in goals, ex-Stoke City. A lot of ex-footballers, ex-professional footballers playing in this league now, most probably more than ever, Mark. There's so much Football League experience now. So strong, and he's strong up top. He's a tough guy. He played really well when he came on against you, even in the first game.
And that's it. I think Steve Evans is slowly starting to find out what his best 11 is. Can take a few games, but they look a little bit more settled now. I think the first 2 or 3 games, lots of rotation, but he seems to be, you know, settled with his side, and that makes it easy for a manager when you can go same again.
Well, they're a 1-0 away win at Pen-y-bont most probably gave him the chance to do that. It's Darlington. I don't know whether he thought he had Usain Bolt up top then, Alex Darlington.
I think Caddy just on the right here would have been the right ball. I think he's looked for John Owen, who, you know, has got the pace, is the one that's going to make them runs in behind. You know, he did it well last week and had a couple of good chances.
They're almost playing like a diamond back 4 there at Evo, with Guito Williams as the real holder. Alex Downs is sort of pushing into midfield, which is interesting. He may surprise a bit of Man City about Stephen Evans. Creamer pulls it across, great block, superb block. Walsh clears his lines. Again, Rushton picks the ball up on the edge, anywhere near that 18-yard box, and he'd be interested. It's good intervention by Billy Kirkman. Ewan Lewis on the drive, Darlington as well. He's covered 50 or 60 yards there. He's done a great job, Kirkman, and he fancies taking Downs on as well. That'll be a good running match for the rest of this match. Rushton inside, Creamer spreads it wide. Just ball retention at the moment, Mark. It's 6 passes to one team, 6 passes to the other. It's just that spell you need. Yeah,
and it is, and you can just see it there. It can almost, because of the nervous energy around you, you give the ball away, there's a break, the transition, and the gaps start to appear, and after 10 minutes you don't want that. Certainly Aber won't want that. They won't want the gaps opening up for Colwyn Bay to break. But again, it's happening on the other side.
Oh, Kirkman. It's not the most positive piece of goalkeeping from Alfie Brooks here. It comes back out off his knee. Luckily enough for Brooks, it went wide. Driving into the box, he's got to make the tackle. A good tackle. Guito Williams went to ground and made it a good tackle, and they're just clearing their lines.
As we were saying, it's almost end-to-end at the moment early on, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got that feel of we can have a good game here, you know. Sometimes you get bottom of the league games. There's a couple of sharp challenges already. That was a great 50-50 again. I can't work out the technique on that one. Well, the shirt, the name's on the shirt at the back, by the way. I hope that's not his name, Royal Pierre Walsh. Obviously, they got the advertising over the names. I haven't seen that before, Mark. Not as prominent as that, anyway. The back flick didn't work out. Hawthorne.
Trying to confuse the opposition, I think, Jonah.
Yeah, definitely.
Can get tough on corners, that.
Yeah. Could have gone for Aber Pierre anyway. 10 minutes gone in the Cymru Premier League. Friday evening, one game, some great games tomorrow as well. Let's say you're travelling down to Pen-y-bont tomorrow. The Nomads against Cardiff Met will be a good game. Clonysky Nomads, Cardiff Met. Pontypridd, Bala, Newtown, Barry, TNS, Savvy West. Hey, anybody who's picking 6 out of these 6 out of 6 results in these leagues now. It's incredible because it's so tough, Mark. It's really a great contest now.
It is difficult, and there's not an easy 3 points. It's a case of every time you're going into a game, you know, you've got to be at it. And if you come away 3 points, it's a good weekend, and you've had to deserve them points. You know, it's no givens anymore.
Again, the home team looking to put the pressure on the Seasiders, but the Seasiders have dealt with it well so far at the back. Anything coming at them, no shots on target for either team yet, really. Headed clear, Danny Holmes. It may have been a tough one, this, for Anthony Taff Williams to suss the lineup and the way they were going to play Colwyn Bay, because even us, I don't think we can work it out. Shot, great shot, it's in the back of the net. Tom Creamer, he's done it again. He gets a wonder goal at Barry, and shall we say it, or is it another screamer from Creamer? It's getting a bit of a well-used subject at the moment, but they're 1-0 ahead. Don't think the goalkeeper will be very happy, but as Tom Creamer opens a scoring mark.
Unbelievable strike. Like you said, he did it at Barry, he's done it again. He's a fan's favourite, obviously being local. I know Tommy very well. He'll be made up with that. You can see from his reaction. You know, he's got a couple of yards and he's just pulled the trigger. Unbelievable finish. Great finish from Creamer. I think the goalkeeper may be a little bit disappointed when you're looking at it again, the pace on the ball. And if you're playing in confidence, you know, I was speaking to Creamer after the Barry game. He's ex-Wrexham, like you said. He's obviously a talented boy. If you're in a league, Mark, where a midfielder can get you 10 to 15 goals, that puts you above them bottom 2 places. It does, and if you've got the striker as well that's chip it, you know, obviously your number 9's predominantly the one you want to score goals. So if you've got a number 10 that can do that, what Tommy's just done, it certainly changes games, and that's now put Colwyn Bay in front, and it's a great start now for them. As you say, could the keeper do better? Looking back, maybe a stronger hand. Just seemed to dive a little bit under the ball, but not taking anything away from the strike. And as I said, he is a fan's favourite. When they won the league last year, he had a seagull on his head. Well, there you are. So they love him. Yeah. I think Colwyn Bay give him that confidence to go out there and perform the way he is at the moment. And like you said, if you get yourself as a fan's favourite at a club with 1,000 fans regularly, you know, it's a happy place to be. Like I said, I know Tommy well. He's really enjoying his football. And credit to him, he had a nasty break the year before, did well last year, and now he's doing it in the Welsh Prem. Well, we said it may be an uphill task for Aber, going behind to Tom Creamer's goal. Will make the job harder for him. Really important now. I know Aber are going back to front. You know, the likes of Cadwalder, Hogan, Darlington and behind. Talking about them key goals, they need to produce that type of magic. Aber needs something, and they'll be looking to respond. And from this point in, Mac, it's the 14th minute, and sometimes you can get questioned as a commentator for making statements, but already it's massive now for Aber, even to get a point from this with their current run of form. And I think Stephen Evans now will definitely say we have to get 3 now with that sort of start at home. And that's it. And if Steve Evans gets 3 points, he'll be really happy. That's 2 wins on the bounce. They've settled into the Welsh Prem. But it is worrying times for Aber. They need to come away from this game with something. Akpan, the centre forward, he's a good base because he's not giving up on it. He's a nuisance centre forward with centre halves hate playing against somebody who challenges for everything, and a great worker. Yeah, and it gives you that platform. If it goes into him, he's holding it up. Midfielders can run off him. If he's running in the channel, the defenders aren't getting that breather. All of a sudden, the ball's in Colwyn Bay's half, and Aber are on the defensive. That's what Aber needs to do. Get it up to Cadwalder so he can do the same. Williams just puts it down in the channel. Steph Edwards gets the header on. Just need to settle down now. Aber is obviously looking disappointed in that dugout there. Taff, who's assistant at Cardiff Met with Christian Edwards for 5 or 6 seasons, and did a great job last year in keeping Aber in the league. It was the great escape, by the way. There's Evans. He'll know
he'll know that's a bonus start for his team.
Talking about the great escape, if you could script it, it would be almost last minute, stay in the league, and obviously it was against Carnarvon as well, wasn't it? A 3-2 win.
It was an epic game of football, honestly, epic. Hart. Their shape again is, I think he's just surprised all of us, because he's almost playing like two against two at the back against the two strikers. I mean, it's
almost like he's gone man for man, and he said to his centre halves, you take care of Cadwalder, you take care of Hogan, and he's happy with that, and it allows the fullbacks to come forward. Then you see Sam Hart here on the left.
Williams, good footballer, Guito Williams. Like you said, he sometimes, you know, he's stuck in a place where you don't know where he's best at. For me, he's best as a sweeper at the back.
Playing with him at Llandudno, watching him as a centre half coming out, you know, he's a very technically gifted player. He can start your attacks from where he is, wrapping it into the midfielders, into the front man. And I think now Evo's seen that and he's utilising that. So
great age as a centre back as well, Mark. 23 years of age. You know, let's have one-on-one there. Downs. With Downs' pace, he most probably said to Evans, if he's asked him to go one-on-one against Caddy, he's most probably believing he got the pace to stay with him.
That's it. He's pacey, he's strong, and that's what defenders like. They like that 1v1 battle. They want to dominate the strikers, so that'll be a good battle.
Obviously, there was a midweek, just to let the viewers know if you haven't picked up on it, in midweek TNS were top of the league. They drew 0-0 at Bala on Wednesday evening in an eventful game. Tonight's referee was a busy man. 4 red cards handed out towards the end of the game. 2 players, was it 2 players and 2 officials, I think, or 2 of the staffs?
Yeah.
So that would have been an interesting watch.
Just shows the passion now, I think. You know, these managers, they want to win, they want to do well, the players. So yeah, but 4 red cards. I've recently seen one was challenged but rejected, so we'll see.
Sam Hart, fire the throw down. Coming, knocks it on. Ben Woolham goes back to his goalkeeper, Green. Either foot he's cleared him with, left or right foot, and it's not a bad clearance this time. Cadwallader inside. Williams. Would have been better off just clearing his lines. He tried to pass his way out in a small area there. Went straight to an Aber player. Have to excuse any language from the sidelines coming across the microphones. Lewis, can he get a shot off? Lewis, he comes off the near Danny Holmes and goes behind for the corner. Ewan Lewis had a terrific end to last season. Great engine, great energy, Ewan Lewis.
Yeah, really good. Obviously up against him last week, energetic, gets around the pitch, and he scored a great goal as well last week. So he'll want to take that into the season now, build confidence, and that was a good little jink inside, just off target. But he's when Aberystwyth with the corner, and they'll be looking to get on the end of this.
2 big men in the middle, just waiting for that one to come in. Centre backs goes behind for a goal kick. Just that, like you said, that early goal has given them a terrific start. On Sunday, Wrexham versus Swansea on S4C in the Ladies League. 5:30 kick-off. Carnarvon versus Pontypridd. That'll be another cracking encounter. You're live on a television, sir.
Just make sure you're nice about me, Joe.
Yeah, well, please. You know, I'm not doing that one, Mark, so I'll commentate from the house. You may get man of the match, son.
I'm due one.
Cadwallader, Alex Darlington. changes the play. Just trying to edge their way back in this game. Well kept in. It's going behind for a corner again by the look of it.
This last couple of minutes, Aberystwyth with bits of play, couple of corners. They're just settling into the tie now.
Sam Hart calling the numbers back. You've got some big players, at the back. I mean, Harry Owen, Louis Bradford, Ben Woolen, they're big men. It looks like they've got the height advantage in there, if they could deliver well.
Yeah, and Louis Bradford, obviously my time at Aber, he always nicked in with a few goals,
yeah,
Louis.
Good,
so
very good Louis Bradford.
Yeah.
Just don't know why the goalkeeper, now Mac, he's a young goalkeeper. I would have somebody, he's just listening now, the 17, right on his toes. Got to block him. Definitely got to get the block on.
It's a good header, just the near post. They get all the protection, Jonah, goalkeepers on them set pieces.
Definitely. Kirkham puts it back into the mixer. It's a great header across. Danny Holmes just playing that central role. Oh, could be a yellow. Could be a yellow. It's a big tuck back. He'll do well. Yeah,
I think it's Thorny. He's just seen they're on the counter-attack. And
is he getting away with it, Mark, or is he getting one?
I think Colwyn Bay, Nick Rushton's having a look at the referee. He's got away with it. That shocks me, because he has stopped a good attack there. I think Colwyn Bay had a few on the right-hand side, so he's lucky there, Jack Thorne.
Yeah, regulation. The tuck back.
That's it,
usually gets a yellow, but he's got away with it. Sam Hart. 22 minutes on the clock. Is flown by at Colwyn Bay. Colwyn Bay 1-0 ahead against Aberystwyth. One shot on target, but the man, Tom Creamer, is the man of the moment for Colwyn Bay at the moment, and anything he's firing in from 20 or 40 yards, by the way, has got half a chance of going in the back of the net. Will that be a contender for the goal of the month again?
It'll be up there. It'll be interesting. Obviously, like you said, I think the keeper's part in it, getting fingertips. If it was right in the stanchion, like the free kick a few weeks back that we seen at Haverfordwest. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be in the top 6.
Well, they've added to their goal tally, Colwyn Bay. The lowest goal scorers in the league at present. Ponty surprisingly have 2, Aber have 2. Colwyn Bay up to 4 now. It's all about them points. Well played again up top. He's a good player, this lad, this Jamie Cumming. He was in Liverpool's academy, Lewis gallops and again works his socks off to get there. It's a good delivery as well. It's knocked back inside. Downs wins ahead in duel against Cadwallader and fires one long. Oh, goalkeeper has missed a header. Chance. Oh, surely had to take it out. Panel make it 2-0 low. Oh, he's missed. He's missed some 6 or 7 yards out. Surely had to be 2-0. What a comedy of errors that was, Mark.
Keeper was in no man's land, obviously the first mistake, but when Akpan gets there, it's got to be 2-0, Jonah. Obviously, it's on his wrong foot. That's the first mistake there. The centre-half nearly fell over.
It's got to go in, Mark. It's got to go in.
Should be 2-0.
That ball and that goal. Stephen Evans will be looking at that, but edge of the area. Danny Holmes with a volley. Break could be on now. I think we're getting what we were hoping we'd get, Mark. We could get a good end-to-end encounter. Not everything's going to be perfect, but we'll have plenty of action, yeah?
It looks that way so far. Aber go one time, and then it's going back the other way. So it's an exciting game, but it should be 2-0, Jonah.
Oh, what a chance that is.
Will that come back to, obviously, haunt them?
Uddy and Akpan, 24 years of age, ex-Tranmere Rovers, by the way, and he'll know what a great chance to put your team 2-0 up. And I tell you who's the most relieved man on the pitch at the moment is Green in goals.
It's always difficult, I think, a goalkeeper coming in. Obviously, Dave Jones, the #1, played last week. So coming in, settling it, getting a few early touches. I think the first goal, obviously, he would have been disappointed with. And that nerves can continue then. You've just seen that with him coming out and getting it all wrong, unfortunately.
By the way, even Jamie Cumming, I think, had a chance to take his volley first time. I think he just tried to tip it around the centre-back. Could have gone down for the foul, and he did well to stay on his feet. Lewis is the main man for Aber at the moment. Just gives the ball away, though. Sam Hart sprints away with the ball. There's more goals in this game, Mark.
This won't end 1-0, Jonah, I can assure you.
Steph Edwards just puts it down into that area. Harry Owen, ex-Connors key, goes back.
That's what you were talking about with Downs playing in that position. He's on the cover there. His pace has got got them out of trouble. He's won the ball back, and Colwyn Bay retained possession. Yeah,
it's almost the role. I know it's a million miles away. And
great pass.
What a ball! That is a chance to make it 2-0 this time. It's 2-0. It's a wonderful finish. It's Dan Jones, the fullback, has popped all the way up in the area, and he slotted it to make it 2-0. The pass was a wonderful pass. The finish was a wonderful finish from the 21-year-old fullback. And he makes it Colwyn Bay 2, Aberystwyth 0.
You can see how much that means to him. Like you said, Jonah, it's a great pass through the middle. We'll just see it now. Great build-up play. Good layoff from Akpan. Good movement. And that pass there, that's what's created the goal. He's just opened his body almost like that to Thierry Henry into the far corner. And a great finish, and that's it now, 2-0.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, for a right-back pushing up in that space, Mark, that's a wonderful finish. But the ball, like you said, from Jamie Cumming, the weight on the ball was a wonderful pass. And if the hill to climb was a tall hill, it's just turned into a mountain for Aber, Mark.
Difficult now for Aber. 2-0 to Colwyn Bay. They look comfortable. They've started well. And like you say, it's a big ask now for Aberystwyth. You just see the confidence even more now, don't you, with Colwyn Bay? They're moving the ball around. That's what goals do, as we said. That's what wins do. Obviously, they came in confident after last week, and all of a sudden your season can look a little bit different.
Yeah, and I tell you what, they've got goals. They've got one from Tom Creamer and one from Dan Jones. So you've got the likes of Jamie coming then, and Adoy and Akpan thinking, I'm going to get myself 1 or 2 this evening.
Yeah, they'll want to get on the score sheet. Especially when you're a striker and you're winning, you want to be part of that.
I mean, a third one at this stage, Mark, could be curtains before 30 minutes is on the clock.
Could be. I'm just watching the celebration from Dan Jones, Tom Creamer to the far left-hand side on the crowd. First few games, few questioned the passion around the football club. Watching that celebration, it showed me exactly how they feel about playing for this club, what it means to them.
Yeah, there's the goal scorer, Jones. To be brutally honest, Mark, I was a bit slow on calling his name on the goal because I didn't expect to see Dan Jones in the centre forward position.
It was a great run as well.
Brilliant run.
I wish I made runs like that up there, but for a right back, great run, and the finish, the way he opened his body up.
Yeah, brilliant finish. It's a great position to be in for Colwyn Bay, and it could be their emergence, shall we say, in the Cymru Premier League. To go to Pen-y-bont last week and get a 1-0, to come home and get 3 points, 6 points in a week would be massive, Mark.
Changes everything, changes how the table looks, how the football club feels, and all of a sudden Steve Evans then.
Chance again, Akpan. Oh, it's hooked off the line in the end by Kirkman. It's a comedy of errors at the moment in that 18-yard box.
Just look a bit shaky at the back. Aberystwyth, good tackle.
Creamer.
Going again.
Yeah, he wins the first 2 50-50s, and the ball ends up at the back.
It's gone down again. Just interesting, obviously, who's on the bench for Aberystwyth.
He wasn't the greatest of headers, by the way, and he's done well, by the way, the goalkeeper there. Akpan and the goalkeeper is a 50-50, and if you're looking at that, without anything what's gone on in the game before, it's a pretty decent save.
It is. He's on his toes, he's come out, and it's a good save. They've easily been through.
Young Sam Green's 18 years of age. He's been at Chesterfield, Lincoln City. There's Stephen Evans. I don't think he'll get overexcited, Evo. He knows there's still a long way to go in this game. Well, he'll have the right man to guide him, the young goalkeeper, with Anthony Williams in the dugout. They averaged some fantastic crowds last season, Colwyn Bay, Mark, and I'm sure if they keep getting goals like this, they'll drag the fans back in.
They certainly will. You know, extremely well followed club. Last year, as you said, I think when we came here last game of the season, it was 13 or 1400 or so. You know, the club's really going in the right direction. What they're doing off the field for the community is brilliant. You've seen the mascots come on at the start. So yeah, it's, you know, the club's,
and it's great, Mark, for even away teams like yourself when you went in there. When you went there with Carnarvon the other week, look, you're going to an away ground what has a football atmosphere there is a better place to play.
Love it, Joan. It almost gives you an extra 10-20%, and to be honest, it's great playing for Carnarvon because we get that every home game.
Yeah,
you know, every tackle, every head, you're almost greeted with a massive roar. So that atmosphere for football's unbelievable, and it's certainly got that at Clonellian Road.
It's definitely a back three, you know, with Downs and Danny. He said that holding role, there's almost a diamond in front of you there. It's like a back diamond.
And it allows Gitto to do
get on the ball.
That on the ball, and he can start attacks. But it just looks Danny Holmes is just playing that defensive role. Whether Evo, after a first few games, thought, you know, that would be more security rather than Danny Holmes getting caught out at the back. He probably feels better in there.
Yeah, it's definitely that, Mac, though, after seeing that again. Colwyn Bay are yet to get a point at home, so this would be fantastic, their first 3-point haul if they were to get it. But a long way to go yet. The Seasiders have been counted out too many times in the past, and there's still an hour to go in this game. Holmes. With the experience of the likes of Danny Holmes and Stephen Evans on the bench, I bet they're 2-0 ahead. They don't want any silly mistakes like that at their own end.
And that's what it is now for Colwyn Bay. It's about
gets a shot off. It's gathered well. Good hands, like you said. Good shot, Mark. Great hands by Alfie Brooks.
And that's what could undo Colwyn Bay. Is that mistake, something like that? There's no need to get complacent. Yes, 2-0 up. Just keep doing the right things. And I'm sure Evo, you know, moving into half-time or certainly trying to get it on the pitch now, will be telling his team that.
Yeah, it was a great save by Brooks, by the way, because Cadwallader was stood all over him. Yeah, Akpan again is with his back to goal. His first touch is allowing Colwyn Bay to get up the park, and every time it's rattled into him, it's sticking.
And as I said earlier, that gives you the platform. You retain possession, and that allows Colwyn Bay to get higher up the pitch. And that's what Aber need now moving forward. They need your Cadwallader, or whether it's Hogan, Alex Darlington, you know, to get that ball to stick and let Aberystwyth get at the pitch, because if you ask Aberystwyth's back five, they've almost just been camped in this first 34 minutes.
Steph Edwards.
Former Aberystwyth as well.
Ex-Aberystwyth, Steph Edwards, 243rd game in this league. Headed out. Not the greatest of headers from Billy Kirkman. A lot of youth in the Aber side, so they just got to stick together. Holmes whips it to the back post. Danny more known for his crosses from right out wide. Great career.
Yeah,
great career.
Brilliant. Obviously, I know there he is. Lots of coaching as well. On his coaching journey.
He even went to Newport County and did really well for them, didn't he? You know, Tranmere as well, was it?
Tranmere,
yeah. Brilliant. His time at Connors Quay.
Really well. Always, when you played him, I mean, not so, his defensive work was brilliant. It was more like the way he organised his communication in the Connors Key back line was outstanding, and you always knew you were in a game when
And don't forget his brother Tommy also on the bench. Aber just trying to edge their way back into this game. Still a long way to go. Through ball again from Downs. Willing runners again. Akpan. Creamer just waiting for the layoff. But Akpan playing with plenty of confidence.
it's extremely lively.
Yeah, him and Cumming doing really well.
Great feat.
Flying tackle, by the way. Goalkeeper collects. I'll be interested to watch the replay on that one.
Been impressed with Akpan this first half. He's lively, the ball holds up, he's got a trick in him. Just see a bit now, good feet. Like you said, he's enjoying himself tonight.
Kirkman comes in there. I'll tell you what, Akpan does himself maybe a favour in jumping out the way, but if he stands up, he could have got taken out and easily could have been a penalty there.
Aberystwyth have just got that discipline. Can all, you know, especially at 2-0, you can make some rash decisions and tackles. Just got to be careful.
Language again, we apologise for any language. I think Sam Hart there just having a polite conversation with the assistant referee.
Great touch.
Darlington trying to slide the pass in. Alex Darlington, when he played, Mark, 10 to 12 years ago in this league when he was a youngster, in a great TNS side, by the way. He was a wonderful footballer in that 10 role, wasn't he?
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, the goals he scored as well. Playing in that team, I think playing in the 10, obviously the wingers that they had as well. You know, there's goals in that front four in what was an excellent TNS side. And not just TNS. I mean, I played with him at Bangor, league below, albeit, but I think he scored 28 goals by January, and some of the finishes. In that area, in the box, he's such a good finisher. And it's games like this where you want to get him a chance, because he'll take it.
Definitely. Aber, I think the manager is on the ball now.
We just spoke about him.
It's a great ball. Is he onside or is he drifted offside? Yeah, he drifted offside. Cadwalla that just drifted offside. It was Darlington on the ball. He slid the outside of the ball, outside of the foot pass. It was a decent pass, but he's just strayed offside. Darlington nutmegged it. Hart, yeah, he's a yard offside. Wonderful surface and pitch this evening.
Yeah, it's in good condition. Always is, to be fair, when you go to Colwyn Bay. They look after it really well.
Last season's top goal scorer, Matthew Hill, scored 15. He's on the bench this evening. Tom McCready scored 12 goals last season. He's out injured, so, you know, Evans' start was a bit of a rocky start, but they're starting to assemble a team here which look like, you know, they can stay in this league.
Most definitely, and obviously you've just mentioned McCready there, won Player of the Year, league below, albeit he's the skipper, he's what drives them. Certainly on the set pieces, he scored some great free kicks. He puts in a great corner as well, so he's to come back in, and not just for his football ability. I think the fact he's skipper, what he brings, the lads respect him, and he can run football matches. He's a really talented player. They've got him to return. Matt Hill's a good player, and obviously he's on the bench tonight, so yeah, well, Ever will look at that and think they can just keep improving.
Absolutely. The stronger your bench, the stronger your team. It's an old saying, but it's a true saying.
You need competition for places, especially in the Welsh Premier now. You know, not necessarily that your first 11's going to go out and do it, and Serbs need to come on and change the game.
Evans asking Sam Hart to be a bit more positive. Yeah, it's 5 substitutions now, Mark. Like you said, you can get good shifts off people in an hour and make, you know, good substitutions.
That's it.
Especially in a league which is a very competitive league.
It's not 11v11 now, is it? As you say, that 5 subs. Sometimes the manager will say, give everything you've got for 70 minutes. Give me everything, to the point that I have to make the subs. You know, we'll get fresh legs on. Don't hold anything in the tank.
Rushton, to be fair, we haven't seen much of Nick Rushton, and since the goal we haven't seen a lot of Tom Creamer yet, but they're just winning the battles in the right areas. Up top they've been, Akban and Cumming have been trouble every time it's gone up there.
There's Creamer now.
Creamer.
Surprised the fans aren't shouting shoot from there.
Yeah, let's have the shot, eh? Come in. Too much time on the ball. It's got to be closed down. Come in. Danny Holmes even looking for action up in the far third. Rattles it across. Chance here for Akben. Gets a corner. Surely it had to be Rushton, I think. Rushton's got to he's got to call that. Take it with his left peg, I think.
I think that comes from if you're not scoring, you know, certainly as a striker. And I know Nick's playing in the 10 role, so not necessarily the out-and-out striker, but when you're scoring, you come onto that and you want to shoot.
Yeah, I tell
when
you
you're
what,
not, you almost, you know, a bit squeamish and stay away from getting in the box.
If that was with a Newtown shirt on in the last couple of seasons, that was in the back of the net, by the way.
He's been a proven goal scorer, hasn't he, throughout the Welsh Prem?
And especially against Aberystwyth. Coming, stands it up. Downs gets a header down. Danny Holmes sprints. Second ball, they're winning a lot of second ball when it is coming down. Great cross. Oh, he hits a bar, Danny Holmes. He wants to get in on the act. So that is just so close to going in.
It was difficult. They're really difficult, obviously, an in-swinger. Putting the keeper under a bit of bother as well, and he is scrambling. He's actually fell in the net.
When this goes over, Mark, like that, and it's just gone behind, you're just looking at the central defenders. I think Jack Thorne is trying to say a few things, but leaders needed, I think, at present.
It is difficult. Thorny's a young lad. I mean, he took over the armband when I left, and he had all them qualities to be a skipper. I've seen that from the first day he walked into the club. You know, great communication, great lad round the changing room. But as you say, you need more than one. You know, when you're out there, certainly at battle, you need 5 or 6 to keep going, to keep driving the team. And I'm just looking out there now and just feel the lads a bit down, a bit despondent, and they need to turn it around. They need a reaction.
Definitely. Kirkman plays it down the line. It's a free kick in an area where he'll be pleased to go down and just take the free kick. They got tough jobs at the start of the season, these two, but at present it's definitely going more joyful for Stephen Evans. There are the two managers. Evans, he's got to be happy with this first half performance, Mark.
Yeah.
Okay, they haven't created that many chances, and their goals, well, the second goal was a wonderful goal, but there's Anthony Williams. He's got a tough job at the half-time. Are you asking your team to get more physical, more involved in the game, and let them know you're there even more?
That's it, yeah. I mean, I think Colwyn Bay, if they're passing it round, like, look at that now, he's got a couple of yards. You've got to get tight, you've got to get in the face, you've got to let them know you're in a match. I just think it's been a little bit too comfortable for Colwyn Bay. It looks easy for them at the moment.
Yeah. Sam Hart. Steph Edwards and Sam Hart gives a good balance on the left-hand side. It's always the same, Mag. You get two left-footers out on that flank, and their balance has been pretty good.
I'm not sure what Danny Holmes is doing left of the front out there, but he seems everywhere at the moment, doesn't he?
Danny Holmes enjoying himself.
He's crossing, he's hitting the crossbar, he's hit left wing, he's just returning now to centre mid. Yeah, he seems to be covering every blade out there.
He's enjoying himself.
He is.
It's conceded 16 goals before tonight, and they've now gone up to 18 now, but that's the most conceded in the league. 3 minutes, we think, added by the fourth official. Downs again hasn't put a foot wrong tonight. He's won everything he's contested. That's a little bit late. Cadwallader gets it away. Akpan again helping out. We talk about goals making differences in games. what a difference it would be. We're able to get a goal here in the last 2 or 3 minutes. It'd almost be like going
great pass.
2-2. Chance, great shot. What a goal! I think we've just called that goal, by the way, Mark. Aber get the goal. It's a wonder strike. It's Jack Thorne, I think, the captain, and they're back in the game. It's Johan Lewis. He's been the busiest player, you know.
He has. We spoke about his goal last week. You talk about Darla, what he can do. This is the other side, the creative. That's a good pass. And then from last week, he scored a beauty last week. It's a great strike. And Aberystwyth are now back in this game, and it changes the half-time team talk for sure.
Well, they say, talked about Creamer earlier on. You don't shoot, you don't get any reward. That's a wonderful strike from Aber's best player of the half, by the way. He has worked his socks off, and he's dragged his team back into this game. It's 2-1 and game on.
Excited for the second half now.
Oh, tremendous.
That has changed everything. Just talking about it being a little bit too easy for Colwyn Bay, and that little bit of magic from Alex Darlington, a great pass, facing his own goal, but he's just reversed it in. And Johan Lewis, he took a few shots last week. He was difficult to play against, and he's come up trumps again.
Well, we did say, Mark, only a couple of minutes ago that you get what you deserve. And Johan Lewis has definitely been Aber's best player, and he's decided to take it into his own hands. Great strike, great goal, game on. Stephen Evans will be disappointed with that goal, by the way. Akpan.
Extremely disappointed, and just we'll come out second half, but just look at the difference in Aberystwyth already. Couple of minutes.
Darlington spraying the ball even.
And now look at Alex Downs on the back foot. Goals just change games, Jonah.
Yeah, we could have a special game on our hands here this evening. It's 2-1 by the look of it at half-time.
Don't speak too soon.
Did we call that goal or not, Mark?
You called it, Jonah.
It could have been a goal, and it was a goal. Brilliant goal. Don't think I would, even though they're 2-0 ahead, there could be a bit of noise in the Colwyn Bay changing room as much as it will be in the Aberystwyth changing room. On the play on the first 45 minutes, fair result so far, Mark?
Yeah, I think Colwyn Bay have been the better side. Just before the goal, I think they've looked composed in possession. They've had good spells. As you said, they'll be disappointed conceding so close to half-time because it was comfortable.
Yeah, it was comfortable, but you did say that when they were 2-0 up about 5 or 6 minutes ago, you had the likes of Danny Holmes, the holding midfielder, up on the left wing about 3 times in 5 minutes, and I'm sure Evans will look at that when he looks back at the game.
It's all about, I think, when you're in something like that, you've got to be disciplined, not get complacent, and yeah, maybe him being out of his spot. Certainly, if I was there tomorrow, Fish wouldn't be happy.
We'll look forward to seeing him in the second period. There's Johan Lewis, the midfielder who's brought this game back to life. It's Colwyn Bay 2, Aberystwyth 1, and we look forward to seeing you in the second half.
Saith o munud o'r hanner cyntaf wedi chwarae brobol yr peniad. Josh Daniels oedd yna. Nid y tala o chwaraewyr y seintia. Ond mi gododd yn gelfydd yma yna. Mor agos. Smith. Redmond. Marriott. Daniels edrych am Jordan Williams. Rheolaeth gampus gan Williams ac yn yr ergyd ar y cynnig cynta. Di bach o wyllt. Cyfle clir unwaith eto i'r pencampwyr. Brobl. Clark o gynno Erwal Ben Clark. Clark hyfryd a Jordan Williams. Williams geisio ei gosod ti ar y droed gwyth. Ergyd wyllt arall gan Jordan Williams. Symudiad hyfryd unwaith eto gan yr ymwelwyr. Jordan Williams ar y droed chwith na. Methu'r targed yn llwyr. Aberdaci. Clark yn benderfynol gwaith da gan Ben Clark. Heibio i Aaron Edwards. Mae'n gyfle fan hyn i'r Cynthia Clark yn dal i fynd. Yma Brobl doedd o ddim yn cam sefyll. A mi oedd angen yr arbediad bron i honna fod yn gol i'w rwyd i hun gan Kyle Harrison. A Celyn Absalom derbyn, wel diolch y cefnwr canol. Marriott, Roberts, dan bwysa, mae'n gyfle fan hyn i'r bala, yr ergyd gan Newell, sydd ar wyneb y ddaear y methodd o'r cyfle yna. Wel, smonach gan Roberts yn y gol i'r Seintia newydd. A George Newell, fel mae ddyliau fod wedi rhoi y bala ar y blaen yn y fan yna. Marriott. Aberdaci, Ben fan hyn efo Sislovic. Chydig bach o waith fan hyn i Mr Jones. Seibi Aberdaci oedd i fewn amdani efo Adrian Sislovic. Mae yna benderfyniad mawr i wneud y fan hyn, a rwan mae yna gwffio rhwng yr tîm a'n rheoli hefyd. O dan ni fan hyn. Dyna ni ddim yn olygfeydd da ni angen i gweld. Fe fydd penderfyniad Mr John Jones. Mae Sebi Aberdaci ac Adrian Sislovic yn ei chanol i. Mae mater o weld pa liw fydd lliw y cerdyn. Melyn neu goch. Mae Shannon i cael ei alw draw. A'r dyfarnwr yn mynd i'w boc ar cefn yma, Oli Shannon yn cael ei hel o'r cae ac Adrian Sislovic. Mr John Andrew Jones, gwbl benderfynol ac i ffwrdd ar ddau ohonyn nhw. Y ddau dîm i lawr i 10 dyn. Mr Jones yn cael gair efo i gyd swyddogon. Mae Ryan Valentine yn cael ei hel o'r cae ac hefyd mae Craig Harrison yn cael ei hel o'r cae. Wel, drama go iawn yma ar y faes tegid. Redmond, bel rownd y gornel, edrych am yr hediad gan Daniels, mae'n disgyn i Brobl, taro'r trawst. Chwip o ergyd am ei gymodd i gyffyrddiad ar y ffordd oddi ar un o chwaraewyr y bala. Ryan Brobl, taran o ergyd yn taro'r trawst. Jordan Williams, Canavan. Dyma Redmond, mae Young o'i blaen o Redmond. Dyma Young yn troi o'r arbediad yn un gwych gan Celyn Absalom. O mi greodd Brad Young y cyfle hefyd yn dod. Derbyn, troi, ergydio. Da ni ddim i fod.
Aaron, pwynt yn erbyn pencampwyr, bob tro i'w groesawu am hwnni.
Ie, bob tro ti'n cael chwarae yn erbyn tenes, ti'n bod yn mynd i cael lot o meddiant a byswn ni'n happy efo pwynt dechrau'r gêm a o'n ni'n heiddi pwynt yma.
Col, point against the champions can't be bad.
No, excellent result. You know, I think every team in this league would take a point against them. They asked so many questions of us and I thought we did outstanding defensively tonight. You know, they stretched us, they moved the ball across the box and the blocks. Kyle Harrison, Nathan Pete, Naeem Arsan, Ross White, Ollie Shannon, absolutely outstanding. And the team as a defensive unit did really well.
Maybe the 10v10 disjointed for a little bit for 10 minutes. And then obviously, yeah, we dominated towards the end again, didn't we? But teams are going to come here and a lot of teams are going to find it difficult to score goals.
Oedd peidio colli yn bwysicach nag ennill efallai?
Dwi'n meddwl i cadw'r unbeaten run i fynd. Maen nhw dal yn unbeaten, ond mae'n pwynt da bob tro yn erbyn heina. So, da ni symud ymlaen a edrych ymlaen am Pontypridd dydd Sadwrn.
Mae tymor newydd y brif adran Genero yn dechrau penwythnos yma, a mae camerau sgorio wedi dod fan hyn i San Fagan ar gyfer y lawnsiad.
lawnsiad y season newydd ydy hwn, a mae yna rhywbeth sydd jyst yn teimlo bach yn wahanol leni. Mae yna fwy o frwydfrydau, mae yna fwy o pwy sy'n mynd i ennill, pwy sy'n mynd i wneud y top 4 a bethau. A dwi'n meddwl bod y ffaith bod Wrexham yn y gyngrair leni, mae hwnna'n adio bach fwy o spice. A dyn ni byth eisiau sefyll yn llonydd, right? Dyn ni'n gweld y trajectory, dyn ni'n gweld lle mae'r gêm yn gallu mynd, a i ni, dyn ni ar siwrne o mynd o amateur i professional, right? So mae yna lot o stages. Focus mawr i ni fel yr FAW yn mynd i fod sut dyn ni'n dod â fwy o arian fewn i'r gêm yma, rwan bod y spotlight ar y gêm. Wel, dwi'n gwybod yn yr FAW, dyn ni fod yn Together Stronger a ddim amdan gêm y dynion a gêm y merched, ond dwi eisiau setio challenge bach i boys yn y Cymru Prem. Dwi'n meddwl fydd na attendance fwy, fydd na dorfeydd fwy yn yr adran Prem leni na'r Cymru Prem. Dwi'n meddwl fydd o'n really cystadleuol a yn ddiddorol clywed heddiw. Mae lot o bobl, lot o'r chwaraewyr o'r tîmau eraill yn dweud mae TNS ydy'r dark horse o'r gyngrair. So mae hwnna'n exciting. Obviously mae yna wedi bod lot o newidiadau efo chwaraewyr yn symud. Caerdydd yn dod nôl o'r Champions League. A lot o newid efo yn y gyngrair. So dwi jyst yn edrych ymlaen i'r gêm cyntaf yna sydd ar sgorio dydd Sul.
Mae'r gêm agoriadol rhwng Wrexham ac Abertawe yn fyw ar S4C ddydd Sul a mae'r chwaraewyr yn barod amdani.
Looking to obviously do the treble and pick ourselves back up and come back from last year, bounce back strong. The backing that we've had as the women's just as long as the men's with the facilities, etc. and stuff that we have now that the girls probably didn't get back a couple of years ago. Yeah, there's a big buzz, not just around the clubs, but even the town and the community. Everybody's sort of coming together.
A beth am weddill y clybiau? Beth yw'r nod i nhw tymor yma?
Dyn ni eisiau cyrraedd o leiaf top 3. Flwyddyn diwethaf, dyn ni di fel dangos pwynt i'r cyngrair fo dyn ni yn gallu chwarae'n lefel yma.
Top 4, really, we really want top 4. Bydd hwnna'n great.
This season we're hoping to get a treble, but we're just going to take it one game at a time.
For the team, a top 4 finish would be our aim.
Y nod yw jyst i goffen bod y chylen ni'n gallu rhoi challenge i bob tîm sy'n dod ato ni i pack-up a bob bynnag pwynt ni'n ennill bant o adre, mae fe gyd yn adol lan.
I think there's a lot of talk about us at the minute, so we're looking to kind of really bounce back. We're Cardiff Met, so we are used to winning or at least pushing top 2, so we can't let our standards slip.
Felly gewn ni weld pwy fydd yn codi'r tlws ar ddiwedd y tymor. Fe fydd sgorio ar draws yr holl gyffro ac mae'r cyfan yn dechrau dydd Sul yma gyda Wrexham yn croesawu Abertawe ac mae'n fyw ar S4C. Ond am y tro, fi'n mynd i gadw hwn yn saff.
Welcome back to Colwyn Bay versus Aberystwyth in the Cymru Premier League. Colwyn Bay leading 2-1. A last-minute strike from Ewan Lewis, bringing the game back to life. We have a couple of goals to go through here, myself and Mark Williams. Here's Creamer's goal, Mark. Did they switch off on the free kick before even taking the strike?
But it's a good touch. It's a great strike. The first thing he's got in his mind is to get a shot off. I think the keeper can do a little bit better. But you know, Tommy's got a reputation for that. Now he's going to pull the trigger. I've seen he hit the crossbar against Cardiff Met as well.
Here's the second goal. There were bodies forward, and they got bodies forward very quickly. The pass, the wonderful pass, so from coming, and brilliant. There's the right back.
I'm not sure what he's doing there. It's a great run. He's opened his body up. This is the pass for me. You know, splits the defence. But there, he's just opened his body up. Great shape, and he's curled it in. And he was delighted with that.
Yeah. Dan Jones getting his first goal in the Cymru Premier. And here is the one just before half-time.
Talking about passes from that one. Another great pass from Darlington there. And as we said, Ewan Lewis, a great strike. Did the same last week. You know, very good first half from him, and he does look like the lively player for Aberystwyth.
Yeah, he's arrowed that in the corner, by the way. Again, I suppose in a couple of these goals, the goalkeepers may have a second look, but to be fair, then he's arrowed that right in the corner. Great finish from Ewan Lewis to bring his team back in the game.
Yeah, all set up for a great second half now. And as I said earlier, that just changes Anthony Williams' team talk.
Yeah, it could have been a game that was almost over at half-time, we said. shall be back in a couple of minutes when the teams re-emerge. Well, they are re-emerging, Matt. We're back on. They're jogging out, I should imagine, after having a little bit of a telling off, conceding that goal just before half-time. There's Creamer. He looks to be enjoying his football. Like you said, strikes the ball well, Mark.
He does. Really enjoying his football. You know, playing now in the Welsh Premier. Obviously dropping out of Wrexham. Played Cymru North, and now he's doing it at the Welsh.
I don't think there's been any substitutions at half-time. But from being almost a stroll in the park at 2-0 and looking forward to the second period, Aberystwyth, we did say, Mark, they haven't stayed in this league all these years without showing fight and spirit, and that's what they showed. That's what Ewan Lewis has said to the rest of the team. Right, we got to follow that and produce now second half.
And that's it. They did tremendous last year staying in the league, so they've got it in them. You know, we spoke about Thorney as skipper. He'll be riling the players up. They'll be up for the second half, and the next 20 minutes is crucial. The next goal's crucial, and I think Aber will come out here and have a real good go.
This Ewan Lewis was the first one out, skipping out of the changing room there. Cadwallader and Darlington, there's the experience. Great ball from Darlington. What a pass that was, like you said. You know, that showed his education at TNS.
He's always had that, Alex Darlington. Obviously my youth team at Wrexham as well, so I know him really well, but he's always been a good footballer. Does look like we're going to have a sub.
Substitution will be made by the look of it in front of us. Akeem Hines is coming onto the pitch. Billy Kirkman, I think, could be the one substituted. And Akeem Hines will be coming on. These numbers, Mark, they're getting higher and higher, by the way. 46.
Doesn't make it easy, does it?
Wow. 46 for 34. Will it be a change in tactics? Will he come on up top, and will he go with a flat back four? We'll see.
I was about to say, it could be a change of formation for Aberystwyth.
Looks like he's slotting into the same spot as Kirkman. So we're on the way. Second half approaching. Colwyn Bay versus Aberystwyth in the Cymru Premier League. Colwyn Bay yet to win at home this season. Aberystwyth yet to win a game. 45 precious minutes coming up. Enjoyed the first half, Mark?
Yeah, really enjoyable. Like you said, it's a really big game for both teams. Can really set it, whether that's Colwyn Bay's season or certainly get Aber off on the winning road. So it's a big second half.
Players, individually, Mark, as players, nothing like having a great Friday evening game winning and then having your weekend in front of you.
They're the best ones.
Yeah.
The ones you don't want are Pen-y-bont away on a Saturday. Early start in the morning. The boys are down there. They've played a bit of golf this afternoon. They're happy.
Yeah, top half. Golfing in the top half. Don't get carried away, lads.
Hey, we're not.
Lewis, again, taking the battle to
football changes quick, Jonah, as we know.
Ryder Cup coming up, Mark. Are you a golf fanatic?
Through COVID, I did. I became a member, and then my addictive personality took over, and I was down there every day. But once life resumed, I had to start working hard. So I've got the sticks in the garage. They do need to come out.
So you're not going to be the next Ian Woosnam then?
No, not quite.
Alfie Brooks takes the kick. Yeah. From an air of a comfortable 2-0, there's a little bit of edge back involved in this game now. Everybody knows how important the next goal is going to be.
Just feel it round the ground as well, can't you, Jonah? Just that atmosphere. Silent, and obviously playing here, the Seagull fans really get behind their team. But that's what not winning at home can do. It creates that nervous energy, and that can rub onto the players on the pitch as well.
I don't think you'll see Danny making many galloping runs with the score back at 2-1 now, Danny Holmes. He's in that position in front of us there, just on the edge of the halfway.
I think Steve Evans would have asked him just to sit in there, stop
definitely.
Alex Darlington getting the ball into feet. He's the one that will create problems, you know, as we've seen with the goal.
Downs gets it off.
Great touch.
Great touch. Edge of the box. Creamer coming on the edge. Rushton stands up to the back post. Headed behind for a corner. Again, it's good play by the front men for Colwyn Bay. Bonus goal. This would be now an early goal again to get the 2-goal lead. Coming. Will whip the corner in. Drives it across the front. It's a great clearance. Dan Jones goes back to the goalkeeper. The diag is on, looking. It doesn't stick that time, and Aber will look to play on the break. Cadwallader will challenge a header. Good touch from Cadwallader. Danny Holmes, this time, like you said, he will be tracking, definitely, the main man in midfield for Aber, Alex Darlington. Just need to reassert themselves in this game, the home team. Creamer. Edwards puts the ball in the box. It's great first touch again. Chance. Oh! Is it in? Is it not? The linesman puts the flag up. Decision to be made. It's a goal. Akpan gets his goal. The linesman makes a decision. The flag goes up and he says it's the goal which does stand, and it's 3-1 to Colwyn Bay. Soft goal again, Mark.
You can't help but feel for the keeper. Again, I think he can do better. I think he's just tipped it over. We'll have to see it again. It's initially a good bit of play. They've got it out. Stefan Edwards put a really good cross in. First touch again from Akpan. Really good. He's got his shot off. And I think he's just tried to tip it over the crossbar.
It looks like he's just putting his hands behind the line. Obviously, the fans behind there are calling the goal. We might get a better view here. It's got to be all the ball. Just can't call it. Just can't call it from this position, can we, really?
Just changes the whole game as well, though, doesn't it, Jonah?
Absolutely changes the whole game. And unfortunately, Green in goals. Will once again maybe disappointed that he hasn't kept that
from
out.
The angle we get.
All half-time talks again. They put to bed. The first goal was going to be key. It comes in from Edwards. We did call a good save, by the way, but yeah, it looks behind there.
The worst possible start for Aber.
What you usually see in them positions, Mark, if his players, I know his players one on the line like him, but you didn't see any Aberystwyth central defenders running after the referee saying, you can't give that.
No.
And that often tells a tale.
It certainly does.
3-1, Colwyn Bay. Udayan Akpan gets his first goal of the season. I think we did say, Mark, after the first goal that there was no way, you especially, that this game was going to stay only one goal, and it still looks plenty of goals in it.
It does. I think we'll get more. It's end to end. So yeah, I think we're in for a treat tonight, Jonah.
Rushton asking questions.
Oh, it's nearly turned into him, man.
No, that is a decision there made by the left back. Maybe not to put any pressure back on his goalkeeper.
Yeah. You know, you've seen it in the first half, a little bit shaky on the pass backs, a few things. Obviously that goal, the first goal, it's difficult. You know, it's stepping up to men's football. You know, it's really difficult to, especially as a goalkeeper.
Oh,
I always think any position.
There's no hiding place. If it goes wrong when you're in goals, Mark, we know it's such a tough position to be in, especially as a youngster as well.
Yeah, it's different as a striker. You can come on, you know, if you miss a chance or you have a bad touch, you know, it doesn't really affect the team in terms of it's going to be a goal. But as you said, there's no hiding place for a young goalkeeper.
Yeah, especially when you're 18 years of age, by the way, in the Cymru, whichever way you look at it at all, it's the Cymru Premier League.
Yeah.
You're live on television, Mark. Right, you know, your whole family's watching and stuff like that, and when it goes wrong, it does put pressure on you. Hopefully the lad will make a few decent saves now in the second period.
Yeah, and it's all, you know, especially at that age, it's all a learning curve. No, he'll improve from that. He'll have plenty of chances.
But once again, a 2-goal advantage at home must make Colwyn Bay strong favourites now, Mark, to get over the line again.
Yeah, I think it'd be tough for Aber from this point, but as I said, I think this game, with it being end-to-end, I think there'll be chances. Just whether they can take one when it comes.
Cadwallader looked after the ball well, goes back Bradford. Woolen goes back to Green. I mean, if you're a Seasider fan now, like I said, once that 2-goal lead is there, you'll take a point. If you're able to drag a point from this tonight, it would be a magnificent point.
It would. But they're going to have to show lots of character, lots of belief, and work for each other. Really difficult scenario to be in when you're 3-1 down away from home. You haven't won yet this season.
You are one of the most experienced players in this league, Mark, and you know how important, and I'm sure you can let the viewers know the importance between the sticks of experience and handling, live games, even at this level, is massive.
It is naturally, as you said, even for the young keeper, whether it's on the telly, you're being watched, you're put in circumstances, you're put under pressure, you want to do well. It's all these things, and the longer you've played, like myself, turning 35, you've kind of been there, done it. You understand what the crowd might give you, and the difficult circumstances you might find yourself in, and you almost block it out. The older you get, I remember in my 20s and coming back from a few nasty injuries and getting criticised, and I struggled with it. Yeah, really struggled with that exterior noise, and it got me down. It didn't make me want to run in the box and score because I was scared of missing. So mentally it can be so challenging. So experience is key. I've learned, and at 35 now, I can take anything that's thrown at me from the crowd, or even you commentators.
We look after you, don't worry about that, mate.
I hope so.
Don't worry about that. Aber, can they force their way back in the game? The Ewan-Lewis strike a minute or two just before half-time brought them back in it.
Thorny's got a long throw here, so they'll try and utilise this now, I'm sure, in the second half.
Thorne bends his run as usual, headed clear by Sam Hart. We've got Stephen Davis warming up, and he can come on and do a job up top for Aber.
Really good at my time at Aber. He'd get an important goal.
Good impact player as well.
He was, yeah. And just watching this, he caused problems for defences. He ran in behind. He was strong. He came on last week and caused a few problems. He's a good player.
I tell you what, Mark, this is not a bad ball in at all. And I tell you, if Cadwallader wins the aerial duel here, in fact, it's a great header by Downs. He just gets enough on it to put Cadwallader off. But great cross.
Yeah. I think he's defended well tonight, Downs. He's looked strong, he's looked quick.
Well, that arc, it must be the biggest arc to take in a corner I've ever seen. Well, I'm sure we'll be going back to this. As the linesman flagged it. I think he's just having a word with Harry Owen and it's Luca Hogan. Yeah, I think he's using the same barber as Harry Owen,
Might have to find out where that is.
I won't have to. Corner whipped to the back post. Again, it's a wonderful delivery. If you're putting corners in like that, Mac, you want somebody getting on the end of that. That's in a great area.
Great ball.
Goalkeeper was taken care of as well.
Just needs that head, that someone running in that wants to score.
Yeah. Not the greatest of effort. Curled in by Mark Cadwallader. Caddy hasn't really got into this game.
No, it can be difficult, certainly away from home. Not a lot of ball really into feet. He's just tried to make something happen there. Bit far out for that. It's the new one we were talking about where they're curling them with the instep from 25 yards. You know, it's not striking it anymore. We've seen it for the under-21s on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Cottrell.
Yeah, well done, by the way, the under-21s in midweek. Great to see Welsh team winning, and well done to the first team as well.
Yeah,
just keep them wins coming.
Good week being a Welshman.
Brilliant.
And the rugby.
Yeah, good luck to the rugby lads as well. Tomorrow against Portugal. Jack Thorne. Thorne, for a big man, he takes a lot of set plays outside the box, Mark. Sometimes, like his dad who played for Wimbledon.
Yeah.
You'd like to see people as big and aggressive as him in that penalty area.
And he's extremely aggressive. You know, I'm sure someone could do that ball.
Absolutely.
So he can be there.
Headed away.
You know, he's really good in the air as well.
Downs is emerging, Mark, since the first game of the season. He may have been a flashing, quick, lightning fullback in the coming north, but in this league, his aerial ability is starting to pay off as a central defender.
Yeah, he's read the game well as well, and with that pace, he can cover his
substitutions
defender.
Being made. Aber substitutions as well.
There's Steph Davis
for Cadwallader.
There's John Owen.
And the big man, John Owen, could be coming on for Luca Hogan, we think. Well, I'll tell you what, man. They're not bad substitutions, you know. John Owen, like you said, and Steph Davis, they're big, they're aggressive, and they could add plenty to this game with Aber to give them enough ball in the right areas.
Yeah, both really handy. John Owen can run in behind really well as well, can create chances.
Great ball across again. Yeah, John Owen, he almost got one of them players, John, where you would expect him to get more goals than he does. He just doesn't score enough goals.
And that's it, I think.
It's one goal, Mark, in the last 30 league appearances.
Yeah, that shocks me, because he does make good movement. He gets chances, he's fast, he's strong. But as you said, he would like to get that conversion rate. Is that confidence?
And Steph Davis hasn't scored since April 2022 against Barry. It was a goal to keep him in the league, by the way. It was a wonder goal, but hey, they got half an hour to prove us wrong tonight.
2 goals in 52 appearances. What you're telling me, Jonah, there's no goals in this front two.
Well,
in
we're
the
asking.
Next 30 minutes.
I think we did have to bring it up, didn't we?
I hope they go on and prove us wrong now.
Creamer. Matty Hill is warming up, could be coming on for Creamer.
Here we go. As we said, took it quick. Got to get tighter there, I think. He's just pulled the trigger. That's confidence, that, scoring that goal at Barry. It'll do that.
It's a wonderful strike. It's a wonderful strike from Creamer's point of view. Yeah. It may be a little bit disappointing from the Aberystwyth point of view. And it looks like Creamer is leaving the field. Stephen Evans obviously wrapping him up, not taking no chances. Tom Creamer, Neil Gibson and company there having their cups of tea on the sideline. Creamer claps the crowd. Matty Hill comes on, last season's top scorer. Has a fair bit in the locker, this boy. Watched him against yourselves, and obviously what he's done last season.
Yeah, he's
just got to adjust to this league.
Yeah, and that's it. Sometimes it can take games, it can take time. You know, and again, I think Steve Evans is looking for that right 11 as well.
Now, discipline, Mark, even on corners now. Even though you're 3-1 ahead, with the youngster being under pressure in goals, you have got to make them corners count. You cannot waste them.
No. You know, it only takes 1 goal for Aber and they're back in it. So, again, when it was 2-0, they don't want to show that complacency. You know, the game's never won.
Green with the kick. Danny Holmes putting some pressure. on Steph Davis.
Turn.
It's a great turn in midfield. Put the ball into the area as well. It's a knockdown, big chance. That is what we talked about, John Owen. It's a great knockdown from Davis, and Owen is in a good position there to get that goal. What a chance that is,
That's what
Mark.
we said about Steph Davis. He's good in the air. He's just created that for John Owen. I think he can do better. Yes, it's on his left foot, but that's a real big chance with 30 minutes to play. Oh, just got to get the head over it.
Great ball in again from the Aber man of the match, even after an hour. Ewan Lewis. If John Owen could only put that in the back of the net, we could have had a frantic last 28 minutes here.
Just watching Steph Davis then, he's almost lifting his players, saying, there we go, there's chances here, there's 30 minutes left. But that really could have changed the complex of this game.
Aber's next couple of games, Pen-y-bont away, Bala. So it doesn't get any easier for him. Great ball in from John Owen.
As I said, the league, there's no 3-pointers anymore. You've got to really work hard. There's no easy matches.
Downs. John Owen. His job will be to stop Downs coming out with the ball as well. Hines just gets it inside. It's a decent touch from Darlington. Edge of the area. Can he tee it up again? He takes the shot on. Corner. They're just showing a little bit of invention here now, Aber.
Yeah, some good football. What shocks me when I'm watching a build-up like that, Thorny into Alex Darlington, he's laid it off. We just see it here now. Another good touch. Ewan Lewis. They can play good football, but they start a little bit too direct, but they can show they can play that.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
Can create chances, maybe a little bit more football that causes problems. Don't always have to go back to front.
Corner in. Stands up to the 12-yard pot. Big chance. Foul given against the centre-back. Harry Owen. I'd love to see this one again. There's so much goes on in these penalty areas, Mark. Are you calling a foul here, Mark? Maybe he's just landed his hands on him and pushes Jamie coming over in the box.
Depends which team I'm on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just a bit over him, isn't he?
But this game, even with 64 minutes on the clock, is definitely still all about the next goal, you know. Hines hooks it out of play. He's just pulled his shirt as he's going forward then. Colwyn Bay, they had a spell last season when they could do nothing wrong. They went 25 games unbeaten. But I'm sure the Stephen Evans will take this as their first home win. Just more important than anything they did last season now.
That's it, it's a completely different league, isn't it? Different standard. Evo knows that better than anyone, playing at this level. He knows how tough it would be.
Great
That's a
ball.
good pass.
Good strength from Hill. You could see it before that even happened. Hill wants to get on the goal sheet. Decent save by the young goalkeeper. But Hill will want goals in this last 25 minutes. Great ball.
Fullback Jones. Created the yard as well, hasn't he? The striker.
He's in again.
A chance here now.
His first touch is not the greatest. It has been a game, we have to say, with quite a few errors involved in the goals which have been scored. Rushton. Long distance shot. Flies over the top. Goalkeeper clearing his lines. Didn't clear it the best. I still want my centre-halves walking away there now. I want one of them going up to the young boy, the 18-year-old, and go say, chill out, son, we still got 30 minutes left of this game. You keep a clean sheet from here on in, and we're still in this game.
That's it, and it takes that personality. When you're out there, you're 3-1 down, you look round and you look for someone to pick you up, and it can be difficult.
Yeah, Dave Jones for years hardly missed a game for Newtown, and he's missed 2 already. Chance Hill has been in 3 times since coming on. Offside flag given against Hill. Yeah, going back to Dave Jones, Mark, if you have a good season, your stopper is usually playing every game.
Yeah, you don't need inconsistency, certainly, for that number 1 position. Not easy for a young lad either. 1 week you're in, then you're back out, then you're back in. You know, that's difficult too. Just see now Matty Hill on the shoulder of the Aber defence, making good runs in behind.
Downs. And as we did say in the first period, right in front of our faces there, Danny Holmes hasn't gone nowhere. He's just sat in front of them 2 central defenders. Knows what his job is now. Quito Williams. He'll always pass his way out well, Williams.
Really good.
Steph Edwards. He's enjoyed himself tonight. Seen plenty of the ball. Drives into the box. Jones again looking for action. Rushton. Just a bit more patient now. Downs. Holmes. He's got the shot off in the end. It's a disappointing shot, but once again, Mark, he's been allowed to tee that up once, twice, 3 times.
That's it, they've got to get tight. We go back to Creamer's goal, not tight enough. It's too easy for them, you know, 5-10 yards off. It's too easy.
Downs will be disappointed with that, because that's a clear shot from 22 yards.
The Aber defence seems to be getting deeper and deeper.
Davis.
It is John.
We heard Anthony Williams from the sideline saying, John, come on. Davis has come on and won 2 great headers.
Yeah, he's always been good in the air, always causes problems.
And it looks like he's pushing Alex Darlington as well, far forward to join the 2. So he knows, and I'm sure Stephen Evans knows, it's all about the next goal here. 4 would be too many and would collect the 3 points for the Bay. A second one for Aber, and we really would have game on towards the end. Steve Evans. Just say nothing, Steve, and give the ball back. Who invented these shouting managers, Mark? They were quiet in my day.
Seems to be lots of them at the moment, doesn't there? There's no wrestling tonight out there. That's what we want to see.
Just goes to prove how big the game is and how
Do you know what
these 3 points are.
It can be taken out of context, but when you're playing or when you're on the side, the amount of work that goes into a match day, you know, what Ever will do, what Anthony Williams will do, you know, they put their life and souls into it. They work so hard watching games, watching teams. The passion is there. You want to win that much. We wouldn't play, we wouldn't manage if we didn't, and sometimes that can get the better of us.
Jones, again, for me, the front man, Akban, has proved himself a real tough character to deal with. He's got his team to throw. Claps the referee. I don't think he's I don't think he's done a lot wrong there, you know. He's just he's given him the throw. How can you tell it's a sarcastic clap from 40 yards away? Questionable.
No comment, Jonah.
He's got the yellow anyway. Long throw, headed down by Bradford, hooked away by Hines. Owen. Williams won a lot of pace on the back pass. This is almost turning into the next big mistake, Mark.
It is. It's Ewan Lewis again.
Yeah. Lewis has been tremendous.
Great
Gets the ball
pass.
in
Almost
inches. It's a great, I tell you what, Dan Jones's interception there is a brilliant interception.
Certain chance for John Owen if that makes it. Great defending. Ewan Lewis lively again.
Yeah.
Here you just see him now. Good feet. He chops it there, and that's a really good pass. And that's saved.
Looking at this, Mac, from the point of view of the likes of Ewan Lewis, I think there'll be a couple of the clubs at the top of the league taking another look at him. You know, he's industrious.
Yes.
Right. Does he get in your midfield?
Not at the moment. No. He's a really good player. Like I said last week, he was bright for them. He had lots of shots. He scored again tonight. Yeah, I mean, he's one of them players.
Great tackle.
I think clubs will be looking at him, and if he can keep scoring goals from midfield, then you know that's what managers are after, aren't they? We spoke about Creamer doing it, but Lewis is doing the same.
Rushton, tidy on the ball. He's obviously seen Akpan offside then and decided to go wide instead of straight forward. Edwards. It's a strong challenge from behind. Oh, Akpan spun his marker. It's superb. He's trying to tee the shot up. Too much strength though. Bradford. He's been through it all before, Louis Bradford with Aber. He won't throw no towel in. Holmes. Very stretched, Mark, this game now. There must be 60, 70 yards between defence and attack. Downs. Akpan.
It is. It just leaves it open for both teams potentially on the counter. We'll see it now. There's Ewan Lewis. That's a great pass
ball.
Again. He's really impressed me, Jonah.
Yeah, he's playing really well.
There we go. It's a good break.
If you call them, it's the type of thing you call lazy offsides, especially when you're a frustrated manager or a coach on the sideline.
I'm not sure whether he was, Newtown. Just drifting. You're nodding.
He's right there. The linesman's right in line.
Strikers
right
union
in front of him.
Strikers union.
Yeah, strikers union. Sorry, John.
If VAR, he might have just had his hand offside. We haven't got it here tonight.
Well, it may be brought up about the goal line technology again with a third goal, you know.
Yeah.
There will be some doubt still in the award of the goal. Looked over to me just about.
Yeah.
Akpan hooked away by Ben Woolham. Woolham goes back to Green. It's a great delivery from Green.
Yeah, great strike.
Downs. Just end to end.
Good work from Nick Rushton there off the ball. That's what fans like to see. You know, he's tight to his man, and that's the difference we say about Aberystwyth. They need to get tighter to Colwyn Bay. Nick Rushton's just shown that.
15 minutes left. Still chance for Aberystwyth to stake a claim with it to get a goal in the next couple of minutes. Sam Turner will be coming on in the next minute or so for 24 Akpan. It's a strange one for me. I think Akpan has been the most effective player.
Yeah, he's got his goal. I think he's been really lively. His touch has been brilliant. He's held it up. He's allowed the midfielders to get in the game because of the platform that he's given his team. I think he's been excellent tonight.
Walsh tries to spin his marker. He gets his team a corner though. Still plugging away.
And that's what I'd say about Aberystwyth. Last 15 minutes, they're still going. They're getting corners. They've had a couple of half chances.
Yeah. Sam Turner is coming on. I think that they won't make the substitution. I think it'll be after the corner. Big men. Height advantage, definitely. John Owen up there to make the... There's 4 or 5 6-foot pluses in there, Mark. Got to make this ball pay. It's into a decent area. Harry Owen heads it back across. The overhead is from Bradford. He puts it behind for a goal kick. Turner started the first game. I think he's Akpan's goal, takes it down on his side. flicks it with the outside of his right foot. Almost saved by Green. Awarded as a goal. Did that yellow card have cost him then, Mark? Being substituted?
Potentially, yeah. I mean, although he's got his goal, as you said, he's been probably the standout tonight, and he wouldn't, you know, want that second yellow, you know, to then be detrimental to him in future weeks. So it might be just a precaution that he's done his job tonight. They're 3-1 up, and he's had an excellent performance.
Again, Davis wins the first header. How important was that chance 10 minutes ago for John Owen? I know it was his first touch or in the 6-yard area, but really important.
That's a great pass from Darlow again.
Can he keep this in? Again, he's unlucky. I think it'll be a goal kick.
When you look at the front line, you've got John Owen, Stefan winning the headers, you've got Alex Darlington, you know, Cadwalder and Hogan have gone off as well. Surely there's enough firepower there for Aberystwyth to turn this round.
There's a fantastic attendance here this season of 1,003. And for me, even as a commentator, Mark, it gives great pleasure to announce, you know, 4-figure crowds in the Cymru Premier League. It's just what we need.
It really is, and it's getting the back and it's getting the following. Colwyn Bay coming up the league has done that. You know, obviously at Carnarvon there's great fans as well, but Davis. Yeah, I feel there's been a lift in attendances, which is great to see. Hopefully it can keep getting that, you know, interaction from locals coming to watch a good game of football.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. If you were to fill these crowds with 1,000+ crowds, it makes a massive difference, as you said earlier on, Mark, to the players. You're proving yourself to people. Evans will want the clock to go as quickly as possible. Williams will want that extra few minutes.
With the new rules, he'll probably get 8 to 9.
Can you see as much as that, Mark?
No, not tonight, but as a player, when you're on the 90 minutes and you see 8 minutes, you're thinking, I haven't got another 8 minutes in the tank. It's difficult.
A little bit of fun and games there between Woolham and Hill.
What do you think about the new rule, the added time? And
I think they had to close down on it, didn't they? It was because you went to the stage last season, in fact, when I think we all knew, and we even flagged it up on Scorio, that the goalkeeping ones you know, if any team was 2-0 ahead, their goalkeeper was taking 2 minutes out of the games, so they did have to do something about it. Lewis again trying to drive his team forward. Cumming will take the foul. Thorny will pick up a yellow card there.
You think about the one in the first half he didn't get for pulling back.
Yeah,
he's lucky there.
A little bit of frustration creeping in there for Jack Thorne. It's a tough position to be in at the moment. When you're going into your 7th game, you've got 1 point. You know, football's not, you know, it's a tough game, and you don't get nothing for nothing, Mark.
No, it's difficult, and obviously Jack there being skipper, he's trying to get his team going, he's trying to get stuck in, and I've been in that position, you know. Unfortunately, Aber in recent years have been a bottom 6 side, and trying to drive them, trying to push them to 7th spot, and you know, as skipper for the side when I was there, it is tough, and Thorny will be feeling that.
Dedicated Colwyn Bay followers. They're in the Cymru Premier League. I'm sure they want success as quick as possible, and success would be for them this season, Mark, just establishing themselves in the league.
That'll be it. I think initially, because of how well they did last year, they probably thought they'd be able to come in and maybe shock a few people, but they've probably realised the league and the difference. So yeah, now it'll be a case of staying in the league, establishing themselves, getting some good results along the way, and then looking to build next season for sure.
Alex Darlington's put in a fine performance. Davis again holds his man up brilliantly. Can he put the pass in? The pass just goes astray and goes behind. There won't be no rush now from Colwyn Bay. As the next up on Scorio Sunday, Wrexham against Swansea. I'm sure that'll be a tremendous game to watch. Highlights Monday evening as per usual. I'm sure you'll be open to see a Mark Williams goal on the highlights on Monday.
That'd be nice. Evening, Mark. I've been saving them, so I'll try and treat you tomorrow, right. Jonah.
And of course you're on next week, Carnarvon and Pontypridd.
I might have to get my hair done and go to them lads' barber for next week.
Nick Rushton picking up a yellow card in midfield. Takes the ball for me there. That's unlucky, you know. How's that ball moved 20 yards in across the pitch? He has to be asking questions about that.
You can hear Evo in the background there asking the question. Nick saying the same. He's saying, I've won the ball, Raf.
It did look like he won the ball. Can Aber steal the goal? 10 minutes to go in the game. Again, it's a good knockdown.
He's got a really good strike, knockdown. Green. When he connects, the goalkeeper, Aber's keeper's got a really good strike.
Yes, he has.
You've just seen it again there.
Wonderful strike from the goalkeeper. Up it goes. First header down. Steph Davis again with the header. I think he's gone for 5 headers since he's been on and won the 5 of them.
At what point does Anthony Williams look at Steph and say, listen, I need to build that from you. I need you starting for me week in, week out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. They won 8 of their 11 wins last season were at home at Park Avenue. And I think 6 of them were 2-1. So they worked their socks off at Park Avenue. But to stay in the league, you've got to get some points on the road, Mark.
You do. So important away from home that you are taking points back to Park Avenue, and yeah, you want to then turn that into a little bit of a fortress where it's a tough place to go, and it is. You know, every time you go there, you're in a game. You know, to be honest, last Saturday I think they deserved to be winning at half time, and they put a really good show on first half.
Only 2 teams still unbeaten in the league, of course, TNS and Bala, and 3 points separate the top 5. So it is tight. Thorne fires a throw in. Headed out again. There'll be another long throw from Jack Thorne. Caution to the wind now. When you're 3-1 down last 5 or 6 minutes, you just got to throw bodies in there now, Mark.
Yeah, they'll send the big man up. It's just they can almost be done on the counter. They've got to be wary of that.
Thorne puts it back inside. Break could be on here, you know. Rushton. Somebody who played more times as a 10, a forward 10. Rushton's worked his socks off in midfield tonight.
He has. And sometimes, you know, that side, especially when you've been a striker and you're waiting for chances, you know, to drop in isn't easy because, yeah, you do need to be a little bit more energetic, get around the pitch, put in a tackle, and he's done it extremely well tonight.
Yeah, love asking the guests, Mark, when the commentators. We obviously have the Welsh man of the match, but with 5 minutes to go, who would be in your thoughts at present?
I think for Colwyn Bay, Akpan was lively. I thought his touch was great in terms of, you know, giving him, like I said, that platform to build off, and he took his goal. You know, his touch was good. I felt the keeper could have done better, but I think Akpan did well. Dan Jones, the full-back, I think, has done well with Downs on the right-hand side, both of them. Yeah, so I think one of them 3 potentially.
Akpan for me.
Yeah.
Just his all-round performance. He got a goal, which is, you know, wasn't a fantastic goal there. And by the way, Ewan Lewis has put in a good performance for Aberystwyth as well.
He has. I think Ewan Lewis and Darlow. You know, Darlow's shown some nice touches, good passes. They've got to get them influential players on the ball more, and we've seen Stefan come on and make a difference. And
yeah,
it wouldn't surprise me if Aber's next out and he'll be hit. Yeah, certainly be starting.
Hill Can Hill get on the score sheet? He gets a shot off. Great drive from Hill. Flashes it over the top of Green's goal.
They've just pushed each other.
Yeah, Walsh and Harry Owen having a few words. Just don't like to see that.
No.
But at least it shows it means something to him. Yeah.
Would it surprise you if I told you the same two players were at each other last week?
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, to me, look, at least it shows it means something to him. Owen has a quiet word with Walsh, and Walsh says, I'm having none of that.
It shows passion for sure, Jonah, but it's the professionalism side of it.
It is.
You know, certainly at my age.
Was that Harry Owen, or was that Dan Bigger?
They've been watching too much rugby, just like the managers in this league. But the thing is, there's passion and there's that professionalism as well. You're representing your football club. You know, we all make, you know, especially when you lose in football matches. I told you, the passion that you have, you want to win. But there's a way of showing it, and I think that's just gone over the line for me.
Players on, you've got to try and bind your team together, and I don't know whether loan signings are great. You have to have loan signings.
Yeah. You know, you look at, you know, obviously just in terms of looking at loans, you know, Zach Clark's on loan from Chester, learning his trade, really good lad. Came in, he works hard. You know, we all leave training, he's still shooting with Louis Lloyd and the strikers, and, you know, I'm ready to get home because I'm getting up in the morning. But, you know, he's come out on loan, he wants to be a footballer still, he's 20 years old, so he's really added something to us. So loan players are important, but it's important they mix, it's important they get the culture of the club, it's important they're adding to it, not, you know, they're getting game time, but, you know, they've got to understand who they're representing as well.
Hines heads it away. One thing you can always say about Aber, though, even when they go down to defeats, they're always showing willing for the shirt for me. They've had a barren few years, shall we say, but it's never a case of not giving. They're not giving their all.
No, and that's why, you know, they stayed up last year because of it. They have them qualities, and they have that around the club, you know, not just on the pitch. There's people around the scenes. They love the football club. They work so hard for the club, and then that, you know, the players see that. You really do. You know, certainly when I was there, I loved my time at Aber and the people around it, and it made you want to play for the football club. And I'm sure they'll get that, some of these players, you know, new into this league, new into the team, you know, and they'll see what it means to the local people of Aberystwyth.
Well, like you said, Mark, with the addition, that's a foul, definite foul. That was an easy one to give against Dan Jones. I don't think you can argue that one, Dan. The fourth official will show us how much time is left. Seven minutes, I think you called that. What did you call, Mark? You said 8, did you? Well, to be honest, Mark, I thought it was going to be 7. I just thought I'd keep it to myself, because I had one right with Tommy last week and he nearly fell off his chair. Green, can he put another one of those rasping kicks into the area? It's another good kick. First head is important. Can give a free kick in that area. It's Owen. Just has to watch his temperament in the last couple of minutes now. We're talking a home win. Looks very much like it's going to be, and it's a decent home win. 3-1. Stephen Evans and company could put their feet up for the weekend. Now I'm sure he'll go and watch another game anyway.
Yeah, he will. He'll probably, I'm not sure who they've got next week, but he'll want to do the homework on them. He'll be in a much better mood this evening. 6 points out of 6. Away win last week, the first home win this week, and he'll be really happy.
I think they play Prestat in the League Cup their next game. I think Mark Lloyd-Williams has called Akpan man of the match, so I think it's unanimous. All 4 of us this evening would have said And I think he's going to make a name for himself in this league, you know.
Yeah, as you said, when he came on the opening day, he did really well. He's been a threat tonight. And for me, yeah, he's lively, he's got a good touch. It was his hold-up play, it was his flicks round the corner. He looks an intelligent footballer.
And his aggression.
Yeah, he's got a bit of everything.
There he is, the MOM. Got himself a goal as well. He'll enjoy his evening. Odoyen Akpan, 24 years of age.
To be 24 again.
Referees dealt with the game quite well, Mark.
Yeah,
John Andrew Jones.
Yeah, a few challenges. Obviously, I think Nick questioned whether that was a booking. I'm not too sure, but in the main, yeah, he's kept on top of it.
Tell you what,
he's been in control.
A little bit unlucky then, Ben Woolham giving that away. Still with 5 minutes to go. Great ball from Darlington, wonderful ball. He's tried all evening to thread people through. John Owen, can you produce a little bit of magic, John? 5 minutes to go. What a time to get one now. Walsh. Corner. I've had 4 or 5 corners in the second half. Just that drive now. Can they create something now? It would cause panic in the last 4 or 5 minutes, Mark.
It would.
Were they to score now?
Change everything for that last 3 minutes.
And they've just about sent everybody up. Walsh clips it in. First header again. Owen with the first header, I think. Substitution with 3.5 minutes to go. Kai Owen will be coming on. Game time is important. Jamie Cumming comes off. Again, another good performance from Cumming.
Yeah, obviously the second goal, key part in that second goal with a pass. I think they've linked up well going forward. Yeah. Colwyn Bay, a few nice interchanges. Cumming and Akpan, both of them have been a handful this evening.
Yeah, you said you've got to create some sort of identification for your team, and every team in the league now, I think, will understand that Akpan is going to take some looking after.
He is,
and Jamie Cumming.
Yeah, of course they are, and managers look at that and then they set up a game plan for that. So that's what starts to happen, but then that's why it makes it a little bit more difficult week in, week out, because you're being almost watched, aren't you? They know what you're good at, they know what you're working on, so managers will be looking at that.
Absolutely. Mark, tomorrow you are on the way to. There's a wonderful set of fixtures tomorrow. Like I said, it is in the Cymru Premier tomorrow. Conisky Nomads, Cardiff, Met, Pen-y-bont, Carnarvon, Pontypridd, Bala, Newtown, Barry, and TNS and Haverfordwest. You say Carnarvon have already driven down this afternoon. So does that mean they'll be flying you down by jet in the morning, Mark?
They've just got the helicopter outside the studio, yeah. So I'll jump in that and get down for breakfast.
Wouldn't expect anything else, mate. Wouldn't expect anything else.
They're a good club, Carnarvon. Look after me.
The Covey helicopter.
Yeah, yellow and green. You'll see it coming.
I'll look out for it. John Owen. He's trying to spin his man. Get something from it. Steph Edwards has had a steady game.
Been really well since he's come on, hasn't he? He's caused a lot of problems when all his headers.
Hines. 1 minute left on the clock. Aber still plugging away. Second goal. Owen gets a shot over. Took a deflection. I think it'll go for another corner. They must have had 7 or 8 corners, you know, Mark.
I think they've done quite well. Alex Lawrenson's got on the board. John Owens a couple of chances. Steph Davis has put himself about, 1 headers.
That's what I said. They've not gone down without a fight.
just got to take these positives into next week and build on the good stuff this evening.
Great corner in. It's a decent punch away from the goalkeeper. Oh! Well played referee, by the way, then, because that could be seen as a late challenge from both players. Oh, you don't see tackles like that very often anymore without cards being produced. Well played, referee. Downs. Stephen Evans still bellowing from the dugout. He knows he's got to see his team home. It was a late goal in the first half, what brought Aberystwyth back into the contest. "97 minutes on the clock. Colwyn Bay win by 3-1. Wonderful performance for the Seagulls. It's their first home win of the season. Stephen Evans will be a very, very happy man. Mac just about earned the victory.
Yeah, I think they deserved it overall on the evening. Aber showed signs in the second half. I think the substitutions made a huge difference. But the game was won, I think, at that point, and Colwyn Bay will be really happy with their first home win to back onto last week's victory as well. And Steve Evans will be a lot more happier after the last 2 games.
Yeah, we'll just we will be showing the goals. First goal, obviously, is going to become a regular Cymru Premier League statement. The screamer from Creamer.
Yeah, he's enjoying himself.
I don't think he'll get fed up with that, by the way.
No, he loves it. But he enjoyed that one. You can see there with the crowd in the corner, and that started the game really well for Colwyn Bay.
Second goal, wonderful ball, by the way.
Good
in the
hold-up
build-up
play there by Akpan. We spoke about that, but this pass that's a great pass.
Pass of the night.
Yeah, for me, and a great finish for the right back.
Great finish from young Dan Jones. Opened his body up wonderfully.
Really well.
2-0. The Aberystwyth goal. Great ball here from Darlington. Puts Ewan Lewis in, takes the strike, and rattles it into the back of the net.
Yeah,
that could be involved in the goal of the month. You know?
Another good finish. Bottom corner, he's got a good strike on him, Ewan. Looking at the keeper, but I just think he's got too much power behind it.
Too much power, definitely.
Really good finish.
And the third goal, just such a soft goal to lose the game on.
Especially just after half-time.
Yeah.
48 minutes. Last thing you want to do is concede.
I'm sure Aberystwyth fans will be asking for goal line technology. Akpan, the third and winner. Yeah, looked over, Mark. In the end of the day, Akpan
there's your man
enjoys his goal. Tonight's man of the match. There's a happy set of players. Thank you very much for watching this evening. Thank you very much to Mark Williams. Good luck tomorrow, Mark.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Look out for the goals on Scorio on Monday evening.